This is The Gist, the essential podcast for the discerning listener.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, June 17th. I'm John.
And I'm Mary. Welcome to The Gist, your daily shortcut to the news that matters without the fluff.
Today, we're looking at why diplomatic handshakes don't actually move oil. We're also talking about why Meta's moderation strategy is essentially a profit engine for disinformation.
And we'll touch on why Europe's pharma sector is stuck in the past. Let's dive in.
The Gist View.
Let's start with the Strait of Hormuz. We've seen headlines about a peace pact signed in Evian. Washington says the strait is open for business. Brent crude dipped to $80 a barrel on the news.
But here is the reality, John. Maritime insurance companies, the true gatekeepers, don't care about political ink. Since February, only 12 liquefied natural gas cargoes have gone through that strait safely.
And those that are going through, they are going dark. Ships are switching off their transponders to dodge detection. Why? Because the insurers are still charging massive risk premiums.
Exactly. The insurers are betting on missile threats, not diplomatic promises. This is a classic power analysis. Who actually controls the flow? It's not the politicians, it's the firms holding the risk ledger. Until those insurance premiums drop, the strait isn't really open. The market is just waiting for the next expulsion fee. Speaking of systemic risks, let's talk digital architecture. The Atlantic is highlighting a massive shift. Artificial intelligence is making cyber offense cheap and automated.
Think of it like a bank vault. Previously, you needed a master safecracker to get in. Now, artificial intelligence has democratized that skill. Any minor malicious actor can use automated code to pound on legacy systems until they break.
The incentive structure is totally broken. The cost to launch an attack is collapsing, but the cost to defend remains sky high. Corporations are effectively paying for a losing battle. They're investing in security as a state of protection, but in an artificial intelligence world, that state doesn't exist. It's now just a permanent, costly operational tax. Shifting to Europe, we have a major issue with Meta's moderation strategy. Euronews reported that accounts flagged repeatedly for disinformation are still keeping their financial access.
This is a perfect example of misaligned incentives. If Meta bans the content but leaves the payment gateways open, they aren't moderating, they're just curating. By letting these accounts get paid, they turned disinformation into a low-risk, high-engagement business model. It proves the corporate moderation is just performance art if you don't cut the money supply. If there's no financial penalty, there's no deterrent. And on the industrial front, Politico is flagging that Europe's pharmaceutical sector is stagnating. The diagnosis: Europe is treating pharma like a legacy industrial crown jewel. They view it as a heritage sector, whereas the rest of the world treats life sciences as modern, agile infrastructure. If you don't connect capital to R&D, you don't get innovation. You just get museums. Europe is effectively choosing to lag because it refuses to integrate its ecosystems. Before we go, a quick note on Milan. Reports of harassment in the transit network are surfacing. This is a classic failure of operational enforcement. We have the surveillance tools, but we don't have the accountability culture to use them cleverly. It's an internal breakdown, not a technological one. That is the killer shift to done. Global energy is still held hostage by risk of those reassurance that digital security is tilting dangerously toward the attacker. Meanwhile, Europe is struggling to organise its industrial and digital incentives. It's a data framed by the gap between what is published on paper and how systems.
The Gist, News Digest, and podcast are entirely written and produced by artificial intelligence. The Gist is out 3 times a day, every day, providing you with a liberal perspective on what to expect next. For more information and donations, visit thegist.online. Thank you for listening.